Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on my channel, guys. So today, I'm bringing you guys another video. Today, we're talking about something. It's Friday, and I think today for this episode, we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't be taking things so personally. This is something that I wanted to talk about, and I kind of did the first episode on this channel, but I think I was touching up on how to tune out negativity and also the fear of judgment. I kind of did two in one because they were both very similar, and they both had the same concepts that I was talking about. And I think as far as this, I'm kind of going into it more in depth, but there's some other spots that I probably left out. So yeah, this is going to be not taking things so personally. I'm going to kind of explain it. I know if I talk about this for a long time, this will be like a 30-minute video, because when it comes down to this topic, this is like, out of all topics, I can talk about this one for a very long time, because it's something that happens every single day. People get hated on for doing just what they want to do, and they get really upset because of it. But if you change the way you think towards the act of being hated on, it'll actually change your mindset, and most likely at the time, those words won't even affect you. Once you realize kind of the deeper meaning of it, you will kind of sit there and be like, maybe I shouldn't take offense to this, because there's more than just them thinking about hating on you and deciding to hate on you. There's way more. And this isn't a theory, it's a fact, and I'm going to kind of explain it. But before I do, if you guys are new around here, you guys know what to do. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We're on the way to 900, and if you guys would show some support, it would mean a lot. Help me grow. It's awesome. All right, listen. Where do I start? Because there's a lot to talk about. As I mentioned, I want to kind of keep this video short but sweet with info. So listen up. So the first thing I want to talk about is let's just stop reflecting it on you, because everything is through you. Everything that you do is a reflection through yourself, how you feel about it. Let's just take that away for a second. Let's just go into what they're doing. Let's just go into what the people who actually hate, like, their thought process. All right, listen. So you got to understand right off the bat, without even talking about anything, you have to understand, if you're confident, if you're successful, and whatever successful may be for you, you may, like, your dream job, you're rich, you have this, you have that, whatever wealth and whatever success may contain for you is that. You'll know when you're successful, right? So someone who's successful, confident, positive, uplifting others as well as themselves, they know for a fact that hating on people isn't the thing. They just know better. Everyone does, right? Or the people who feel that they're doing good in their life, they're on the right path, as I mentioned before, successful, happy, confident, whatever, they know that it is not a good thing to do. Hating is not a good thing at all. And, obviously, if you're not at that point yet, then maybe me telling you that it's not a good thing, I'm sure you already know that it's not a good thing, but maybe kind of changing your perspective towards it could help as well. Like, it's very important that way. So think about it. If you know that you are up and you're positive and you're confident and you're successful, and those types of people know that hating is wrong, so the people who do hate, what do you think is happening? And even if you sit there and say, well, they're successful and they're happy and they're hating, you can't have that. You can't have both, because if you're hating on people, then you're not really happy. If you're hating on people, you're not really confident. It's just kind of the way it is, because if you were, then those attributes of hating wouldn't contain your success, your happiness, your confidence. It wouldn't. So 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, the person is hurting inside. Hurt people, hurt other people. It's just how it is. So with that alone, what I just said in the 322 now, what I said in that alone could already change your way of thinking towards it. If you are being hated on, you need to understand that it is more than just what they're doing. 9 times out of 10, it has nothing to do with you. You may think it does because it is after you, but 9 times out of 10, it's a reflection of themselves. Maybe they lack what you have and they're upset because of it, and they can't sit there and they can't be the bigger person, and they can't get that attention because they feel like they're not worthy enough. So they'll sit there and they'll hate on you. They'll get that attention, but they won't do it in the way that it's supposed to, being the bigger person. They'll just sit there and hate. That's one aspect of it. And you can continue to go on and do what you got to do with that. There's a lot to it. And this is the entire video to help you understand that. But right there alone, people who are up in life know that that's not a good idea. So if they're hating on you, then they're probably not up in some way. Maybe they have what you don't, or maybe something's colliding. I'm not saying they're like the worst person on earth, but I'm saying that they probably lack some things in life that is at least stopping them from understanding that hate is not the right answer. And that's facts, right? People are always going to be sitting there at their level of whatever level of negativity. And with negativity, you gotta ignore it. I already told you this, like, in the first episode. Just ignore the hate. If you ever do get it, the first thing is, if anything, just ignore it. And the second thing is, if you understand that person is most likely, like, 99.9% of the chance hurting somewhere inside, you don't even feel bad for yourself. You feel bad for that person. You have empathy. You're like, yo, this person is getting on me, but I'm doing me. Like, that must be something that they're, like, even just thinking about the fact that they took the time out of their day, that limited time on this earth, to hate on someone, and they're gaining nothing from it, that's sad enough already. Whatever theory you want to believe or not, that's sad enough already. So that's one thing. You got to understand, it's not even, it's just, you just lay down a mirror for them and they just look at the mirror and they get upset by what they lack or what they want to have and they just throw it on you. It's facts. It really is facts. Think about it. People who are hurt other people. No one likes to be alone, right? You think about it. No one likes to go through things alone. So they'll drag you down to their experience, to their level. Sorry, let me rephrase that. They'll drag you down to their level and they'll beat you with experience. That's facts right there. So you cannot let these people try to take away your energy and your positive vibes, because you know hating on them back is going to make you the type of person to be hurt. Think about it. If someone hates on you, you're hurt all of a sudden. And so you hurt them back. You try to, right? At least it's what you try to do. And right there alone, that just makes you understand that you have to be hurt to do it. There's no way, because if you weren't, then you would be trying to help people out more than anything, rather than sitting there and hating. You'd want to even at least help people out. So that's kind of the whole factor of it when it comes to people then hating on you. And you just got to tune it out. Seriously, you give them the reaction they want. You let them see that you're hurt, they win. Because once again, they drag you down to the level and beat you with experience. If you let them see that you're hurt, then they win. Now they know that they're in control in the situation, because now you've paid enough attention to be offended by their words in some way. No matter what they've said, what they've done, or how you feel, they understand that. And that empowers them. So you cannot let that happen. The best thing you got to do is just move on, man. You can't give them the reaction they want. If you want to go the extra mile and give them positivity, like giving them a compliment, like they'll sit there and they'll be in shock. They'll be like, I just hated on this person. Why am I getting, not necessarily praise, but why is this person being positive back? And that could be, like, sometimes that could all it really be for them. Just a perspective change, and that could get them right out of what they're doing, the negative patterns that we're talking about. That right there could help them get out of it, if you really think about it, right? A whole bunch of things. But if you don't want to be like, if you feel like this person's hating on me, I feel like I shouldn't be shedding positivity, I encourage you to do it, because it could literally change them. It really could. Shedding, like, being the bigger person. Because think about it. A little quick analogy here. If someone sits there and hates on everyone, everyone's going to be looking at them and going, I'm not talking to you no more. I don't want nothing to do with you for hating on me. So, and that's how it is. They develop this pattern where they hate on everyone, and the people who get hated on don't even want to look their way anymore, because they feel hurt, they feel scared, they feel whatever emotions that is obviously holding them back. So all it takes is that one person to kind of sit there and be like, yo, it's okay, this, that, and the other. And they'll kind of sit there and go, wait, what? What the heck? And they'll think about every single one of their decisions up to that point as far as hating, and that right there could change. It might not. They could still go back to being it, but at least you've given them that opportunity to change. But I encourage you to do that, right? But if you don't want to, because you really feel like you don't want to be a positive person towards that person, only for people who help you out, I understand. It makes sense. But just tune them out. Don't feed them what they want to see, man. Don't feed them what they want to hear, see, feel, think. Don't do it. Just don't. Just ignore them. You know, if it's online, you can block the person, unfollow them, mute them, do what you got to do. And if it's in person, just treat them like a ghost. Treat them like they're not there. Or at least give them some response that doesn't really show that you care. Like an okay or something like that. It'll just make them so mad. But you can't feed into it. The worst thing you can do is bite back. I know sometimes you're probably going to want to sit there and bite back. Like, you're probably going to, you think you'll have the perfect opportunity to say something right back at them. Maybe they clown you for something and then they do it themselves. You're like, oh, I can clown them now. You got to be the bigger person. That's the biggest aspect of it. And once you tune out negativity, your brain is going to be telling you that it doesn't matter anymore. So when the time comes, you probably won't even care about it. Thinking back to other situations where you just didn't, it'll chain itself together. And that's kind of the way it is. So that's going to be it for this. Once again, I can go literally 20 more minutes talking about this, because there's so many pieces to put together when it comes to this. But to summarize, to kind of overview this all, understand that the people hating on you, they have a much deeper meaning in their lives. They're obviously not surfacing. They're just hating on you for their benefit. They feel like they need to gain some sort of attention. That's not positive. They're doing something in their life that they're not enjoying, to the point where they want to hate on you. And with that being said, you got to tune them out, or you got to show them what's really amazing, and that's positivity. Do one of the two, but never bite back. Never give back negativity, because now you're lowering yourself down. They've dragged you down to their level. You can't let that happen. You got to be humble. You got to be the bigger person, and you got to show that negativity is not the answer. So if you guys have any questions about that, because this may be confusing at times, let me know in the comment section below. But I'm out. I love all of you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, Saturday, for another video. Peace out.